The day starts quietly in the seaside town, the tourist hordes not yet shaken off the previous night's revelry. A visit to the small coastal cities of Croatia is an experience you don't want to miss. It's a peek into times gone by and an appreciation of how much tourism has turned this place into one of the most visited areas of Dalmatia. We start our visit in the coastal city of Split, some 200 kilometers north of Dubrovnik. Best known for its fortress-like complex in the center of town, it was once home to thousands. The Roman Emperor Diocletian ruled here during the early 4th century, and it was upon his direction that a seaside palace should be built, to which he could eventually retire. The subterranean chambers lie below the courtyards. Today they are a heady mix of shops, bars and cafes, with no shortage of customers. Above the underground structures can be found the peristyle or forum. This was the meeting place where the emperor's subjects would meet with him, amidst much pomp and ceremony. Linking the peristyle to other chambers is an impressive vestibule. The exact function of this structure is unknown, but today local artists make use of the excellent acoustics to render their daily performance. The emperor's private rooms were to be found on the upper floor of the complex. Lisa explains.
The arcs in the wall, they're called cryptoportic. It means the balcony or the terrace. The emperor would come out of his private rooms, walk through the balcony and admire the sea. A lot of the entrepreneurs come here, they buy a few apartments and then they convert it into a small hotel. There are 7 small 4-star hotels inside the palace today. As long as they preserve the exterior and interior, they're going to allow them to stay inside the palace. You can see here that there are houses which are renovated, which look good, but then you can see that there are some houses like that one from behind, which is very deteriorated.
Outside the massive walls, nightlife is in full swing, with al fresco dining carrying on well into the early hours. Three days of sailing the calm waters brings us to Dubrovnik. It is most famous for the old city. Surrounded by gigantic solid walls, some 20 meters high, it encompasses an area no bigger than 1 square kilometer. Within its walls can be found a myriad of historic buildings and museums, highlighting Dubrovnik's history.
These are the typical Mediterranean streets like in Italy. And in these streets you can find some galleries, some shops. First and second floor are the private gardens. I told you.
Entry to the town is gained via the Pillar Gate, which leads onto the Straden, or main street. In season, this thoroughfare is congested with thousands of tourists, many of whom arrive aboard the cruise liners which call into port daily. A walk around the top of the walls of the old town gives one a great view of its layout. During the recent civil war, the old city became the target of heavy shelling, resulting in massive destruction. Just how much damage was inflicted can be determined from the newly repaired roofs, the tiles of which stand in stark contrast to those that escaped unscathed. If you're looking for a moment to relax and catch a breather, then time spent at the Buko Bar perched on the cliffside is just the answer. And if this doesn't grab you, then how about a meal at the cable car station overlooking the old town? Even if you can only spare a few hours in Dubrovnik, it is a unique experience and will not disappoint.